slip, I slide, I don't trip. I glide when I dip, I dive. When I dive deep. In the middle of an ocean, you know where to find me. When it's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me. I'm a Mac, little baby know it's a fact. Los Angeles in my lap, got belly still in the trap. I really be spitting bars, got thick in my rap. I'm hanging out with the stars, still can't relax, even in these foreign cars. I'm rolling around with the when I hit hard. Permission to make I need a round of applause, but I might settle for that. Had to break a couple laws, put my city on the map. You think you'd be the luck, but you didn't make a. Even if you made a, she ain't ever coming back. Play it like you couldn't call it, it's just something that you lack. Michael Jack, got Billie Jean talking bad behind your back. She can roll with me, it's a lucky day. Got up in the gang. We had stacks, living in and spinning racks. Representing is a trend, I don't see no end to that. Where you at? If I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide.
Just about ready to roll here and getting to start. Trent Thornton. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe two at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs.
The leadoff batter as he looks at ball one. And another ball. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. On its way. Bang! The first batter of the game leaves the yard. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0. Matt Wallner, the next twin up to hit. Swing and a foul out of play.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Yeah, a big swing and a miss. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the third and final game of the series. Just missing there. And a count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Rodriguez under it. Puts it away for the out. Here's Royce Lewis. Have to say he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
Well, no question about it. His future is very bright. The city, the organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
That's off the mark, and it's 2-0. When you think about it, he may be in the league for the next 10 or 15 years.
2 balls.
One out, bases empty. Crawford. On to first, and there's 2 down. Here's Trevor Larnach. That one not close, and that is ball 1. 2 outs, bases empty. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 2. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Back at T-Mobile Park. And now here's the starter for Minnesota, Bailey Ober. How about a report on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Victor Robles miss. Leading things off and takes a strike.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. Throw to first. Robles dives back in.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Larnach hauls it in, and there's one away. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
No. Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Move to first. Robles back, and they got him. He's picked off. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Two down, nobody on. And it's through for a hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
That one pushed foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Back in Seattle, top of the second. Now at the plate, Carlos Correa. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good. But the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. The shortstop takes the ball.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
One down. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. That's strike one. And there's a ball. Crawford slings to first in time. Two down, base is empty. Harrison Bader now at the plate. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat.
Whips it across, and that will end the inning. And we're back. Now here is Cal Raleigh. Fought off foul. And a foul ball. And now 1-2. That one missed.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And 1 out now. Now it's Randy Arozarena. Now this is in the air down the line. Bader racing after it. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Headed towards the corner. And that's a fair ball. And that's a double.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
1 out, runner at second. And stepping in for the Mariners, Brian Bliss.
1-0.
And that is cut on and missed. And now it's even 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1-2.
Arozarena leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. That one just missing inside. Ball 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
The 1-0. Double steal. A squeeze, and he gets it down. Lewis sends it across to first, but the run scores, and that makes it a 1-1 game. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit.
They'll expect a back and forth this entire game because of how good the offenses are.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle into the outfield, base hit. The run comes in from second. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
That's a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Breaking ball was in a decent spot down and in, but he did a really nice job getting to it before it tied him up.
Next to hit, Luke Raley. Inside, and it's 1-0. First and second, 2 down. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage. In this count with runners on, look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Late with the swing there.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Cut on and lifted in the air. And the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Twins, Jose Miranda. Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Edouard Julien digs in now. Just missed. Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
And fouled off. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Here's Byron Buxton. He's already homered here in this one. Brash, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. In the dirt. And it's even up.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that hit.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Next pitch is inside, and it's 2-2.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now.
Here goes the runner. That's back. Bangs off the wall. He comes across to score, and the Twins tie it up. Tries to get back and save.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And now Matt Wallner. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the foul pole for a home run. And it gives them the lead in the 3rd. It's 4-2. And the batter now, Royce Lewis. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Still only one out here in the inning. Solano. Throw to first in time. Out. Trevor Larnach, the next Twin up to hit. Flied to center his first time. He's 0 for 1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Raley. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
I'm in my zone now. Money don't slow down. I'm grown now. Yeah, I'm on now. I'm dropping the top. I'm skirting off. I'm in a foreign now. Magic.
Back at T-Mobile Park, set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. Ober back to work. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. Next pitch is outside. Fast forward to 2022 for Julio Rodriguez to win the Rookie of the Year. The Seattle Mariners were then compensated with the 29th overall pick in the first round of the draft in 2023. Part of the new CBA enticing teams to promote their good young players. Slice down the right side. Hit center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Struck out swinging his first time. Swings through that one for strike one.
No balls, one strike. No, that's a ball.
Man at first, one away. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
One ball, two strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting the left.
And up next for Seattle, Randy Arozarena. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not
0-1.
sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
In the dirt, blocked. 1-2 now. He goes down looking. Back in Seattle, now it's the shortstop, Carlos Correa. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Here's something cool, Boog. When they finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season at the Kingdome, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoyed playing here.
And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball there. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. In the dirt, and the count is 2-2. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Two up, two down.
He's out.
And now Bader up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball, one strike.
Next offering upstairs. Robles makes the play, and it's out number 3. Ready to go, bottom 4. And stepping in for the Mariners, Ryan Bliss. Swing and a base hit. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. The relay, he's in there. Dominic Panzone getting ready to hit. This one in the air. Correa. And it's caught for the out.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
On the ground. Save! And now they trail by one down, runner at first. And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. He's 2 for 2. Ground ball could be 2. The throw to second, and that's 2.
Yeah, you're out.
And we're back, ready now for the 5th inning. And now for the Twins, Jose Miranda.
Number 52.
Robles drops into the glove. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. So the lineup flips over. Byron Buxton, the next Twin up to hit. He's already homered in this game. And that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on.
2 outs. Buxton on the run. Oh, he gloves it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate, Luke Raley.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Just missed. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Larnach flashes the leather on the running catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Tap foul at the plate. Hard hit right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
And a weak ground ball to the left side. And that's just foul. That's a strike across the top of the zone. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the top of the 6th. And now for the Twins. Royce Lewis.
Number 68.
And a foul ball. Now
Ball.
1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Trevor Larnach, the next Twin up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No ball.
Base is empty,
strike.
1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. A little out front there as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Bliss tosses to first.
He's out.
2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. 2 outs, base is empty. Now Correa up to hit. Robles makes the catch, inning over. Back at T-Mobile Park, here's the power hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. Ober back to work. Late on that fastball.
Well, a come and get me
0-1.
fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And that misses. 1-2 to count. Inside, almost got him.
2-2.
On the ground to the left. Lewis throws to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. And now for Seattle, Randy Arozarena. 1 for 2. Little chopper rolls foul. Arozarena in his 5th season, 30 years old now, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Pitch
Ball.
misses. 1-1.
1 ball.
Home
1
team
strike.
down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a pop up. And that is foul. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. And now Ryan Bliss. Hit hard on the ground is short. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back in Seattle, and here's the catcher, Ryan Jeffers. That's back there. Bang! He hammers one out to right, and they add a run. It's 5-3. Harrison Bader, the next Twin up to hit. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. So up next for Minnesota, Jose Miranda. Inside corner, that's a strike. And it's 0-1. That's
Ball
inside.
1-1.
Crawford throws to first in time. Now it's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. That's a little bit low.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1-2.
That one in the dirt. It's 2-2. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the top half of inning number 7. Gets to it on to first. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. Bottom of the inning, and now the DH, Dominic Panzone. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Danny Coulombe.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Polanco tries to hold up, appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. And that is out of play. Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, J.P. Crawford. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. The Mariners trailing by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone. Now 1 and 2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Fights that one away, still 1 and 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Victor Robles. Right through there for a strike. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And Ed Drummond right on it, says he held up. The 1-1. There's the strike. Up the middle, Correa. The throw to first, and the Mariners set down 1-2-3. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
That's a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Rodriguez makes the grab, 1 away. So up next, Royce Lewis. 0 for 3 in this one. Buxton on the run. Sneaks through, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep.
And that one gets away at the plate. Close play, but in there. And safe at home. As that mistake behind the plate costs him a run. That one fouled off. Here comes a pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And it's filled up.
Full count.
A Rosarena on his horse. And he makes the grab. And there's 2 away. Well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
And first offering is fouled off. And ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls.
Lewis stands at second with 2 gone. Raley takes it to the bag. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And here's the first baseman, Luke Raley.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Puts a bunt down and a foul ball. Good eye right there. On the ground to third, and that's a fair ball. So digging in, Julio Rodriguez, 1 for 3. Griffin Jacks on to pitch here. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. To second, that's 1. Over to first, safe.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Here's Donovan Solano. And that one fouled off.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
Move to first. Rodriguez back on a dive. Got him swinging.
Now batting, catcher.
Stepping in, Cal Raleigh. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Runner on the goal. Up the middle, Correa. Sends it to first, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the ninth, and now the Twins catcher, Ryan Jeffers. And first offering is fouled off. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit.
Slides, but he can't come up with it. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Digging in, Jose Miranda. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. Just off the inside edge.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not get.
Rodriguez racing after it. Nabs it. Runner tags for home. Throw cut off. Now to the plate. In there safely.
Well, these players understand how important each run is, especially as you get closer to the end of the ball game. Nice job right there to get that runner in from third and add a little insurance.
Julian in the box now. No balls and a strike. Into the outfield, base hit.
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Next to hit, Byron Buxton. In the dirt. Two on, one out. He was late there. Strike one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Base hit. Here comes Bader around third. He'll score easily. Not in time. He's safe.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a simple soft liner into center field for the knock right there. Maybe a little bit fooled by the pitch, but he did a good job of staying through it, and that allowed him to fight it off and just get enough behind it.
Wallner in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Strike one. Julian, the runner at third. Buxton over at first with one away. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
This one in the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Now the third baseman, Royce Lewis. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Runners on first and third, two away here at the top of the ninth. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back at T-Mobile Park, all set for the bottom of the ninth. Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. Jax back to work. First pitch swinging. Jax in his fourth year, 30 years old now, and he was a third-round pick back in 2016. Swing and a miss.
No ball.
No balls, 2
2
strikes. That's
No.
down and in. And misses inside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Now it's going to be Ryan Bliss. Brock Stewart takes over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike. Bases empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. The batter now, Jorge Polanco.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
To the right side. Oh, what a stop. The throw, safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. No throw. He's in there safely. Runner goes again. There's a ball. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Polanco on third with 2 out. And he swings over the top there.
1-2.
Stewart is just 1 strike away. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Off the plate inside, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2
2
strikes.
outs and a runner at third. Here in the last half of inning number 9. That's off the inside corner, and a full count now. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that'll do it. Ober with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
8-3 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Mama business like a melon sugar. I'm too kicking like Bukayo Saka. I was so low but I learned how to fly. Can you believe I was a road runner? I was confined in the dragon's den. I could still breathe with no oxygen. Look what I built from a xeno of light. Deep in the cold, I was really outside. Lord told me read, so I took his advice. I'm blessed, now I can bring visions to life. I got